But yeah, we're gonna get into some messages just because now that I have a setup, we can like get into it more regularly. Regularly. I don't think I even introduced myself. I forget sometimes that this is going to get uploaded to YouTube. Um, so my name is Maxine Samone. I'm here in the void. We're in the void together. It's so interesting because I always have to remember to change my I have to figure out an intro. I'm just here to be a channel for messages to come through from the divine, and hopefully they resonate, and hopefully they help you on your journey. I'm feeling really good, and I haven't been feeling really good as of lately. But I think that when you start to do the alchemy work, the emotional alchemy work, you'll start to feel good, you start to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been feeling like um in the way that I just fractured my foot. Um, so I was bedridden for a little bit. Not bedridden horribly, but like it was hurting to walk, you know. So um I am in a boot. I'm still waiting for like my ortho appointment to understand my treatment plan better and like recovery. I don't have my boot on now because I just took a shower and I did face mask and all the things. And I just feel like I'm looking at my foot and it looks pretty gross. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm learning a lot through this sustained injury. It's making me reflect on a lot. It's making me reflect on the importance of acting on things in the present moment because there's like so many things that I would put off. I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to do that later. Something as simple as like I left a computer screen, like a remote computer screen in my car, thinking, oh, I'll just come back down and get it when I need to go get it. I'll just put it under the seat for right now because I was being lazy. And then I realized that, oh, I'm gonna have to limp out now there to the car, go get it, bring it back, and now it's like harder to walk up and down the stairs. And it's just mad extra, and it's like just take advantage of the present moment, okay? Um, that's a big thing that's been coming up. I mean, there's a lot. This reading isn't about my foot, but we're gonna get into some messages. Um, oh, I have been recording a lot of messages that I haven't been posting on live. These cards must be dusty. That I haven't been posting on live. They're just like I have a bunch in my phone, so you'll probably be seeing me upload a lot of readings coming up soon. They're timeless, so whenever you see them, they may have messages in there for you. And I've been using a new format, an audio format. So I did um open up the Void podcast, which basically is where I'll be posting audio messages. And I do want to dive deeper into certain subjects. So I'm excited to experiment with that format as well. Okay, let's get into it. I knew this was going to come out. It was already it was already out. I thought I heard a squeaking sound or like a noise. Initiation by fire. It was already peaking, but it showed itself again. Initiation by fire, initiation by water in the reverse. There's something coming through. With that, Merkaba, yes. Okay, reassurance the golden light. Um, okay. I think that there is a hello. I think that there's a connection that will be showing up in the reading. Um, but if we're gonna just be speaking about reading for the collective, for the one, for the self, but then we have air element communicating. I really do feel like there's a connection that uh is undergoing a transformation. There's like a phoenix type of energy to the connection. I do think that it's requiring a certain amount of faith that this connection will come through. I think if we were going to talk about the self, you may be experiencing trial by fire or, having to burn away aspects of the self or old belief systems that block your divinity from really shining through. I feel like Spirit is asking you to take different actions. This doesn't mean that you have to be aggressive, but I think that you have to push back on certain habits. Um, I think that what's coming through is like a distilling type of vibe, like alchemical distillation. I kinda wanna where did I put my phone? Where did I put it? Oh, it's over there on the charger. Never mind. I was gonna say, can someone look up distilling? I kinda wanted to look at the actual definition, but, um, that's fine. Maybe you should look that word up. There'll be a deeper meaning there for you. I know what it means. It means to, like, purify something to its purest form, but I think that maybe there's a connection that you can only connect at your purest form. We have Mercury retrograde reinvention, something coming back around, air element communicating in the reverse, something that wasn't said may be revealed. Third house messages in the reverse. Or there's an energy that is coming back around. Yes, Libra, I balance is kind of in a challenge position. There's a relationship. This is definitely, I was trying to read for, the self, the self, the self, but this is clearly showing as a relationship type of dynamic, like it includes another person. Um, doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but it shows, I think that it's showing the other side of the connection that you may be curious about. I think that this person is going through a light body activation, meaning that they are in this like distillation process. I think that you can feel their energy come back and forth every once in a while. The Mercury retrograde, like come back around. It's like something's coming back around. But there's no communication actually happening with the air element communicating in the reverse and the third house messages in the reverse. But then we have Libra. We have this. Either it's karma, Libra, like karmic or like spiritual lessons being learned, but this card, it just gives me relationship vibes. So we have 12th house on the bottom of the deck, escape, and get one more. Mercury, mind. Okay. And then we have Chiron healing. So healing the mind. Hmm. I feel like this person specifically. Well, first of all, this connection feels very ancient. It feels very otherworldly in the way that there's like deep. It's like a deep connection. You guys have like a very maybe you guys have an interest in shared subjects like Egyptian mythology, esoteric. What's coming through is like the Emerald Tablets, um, Atlantis, uh, like Thoth, um, energy with the Mercury. Bittersweet. Interesting. Clarifying. It's like picking up on this person's energy does feel bittersweet because there's no communication in like the real, like in the 3D in the real world. But there is impasse, enlightenment. There's still something being shared. There's still an opportunity here through even without communication happening. It's like I think that you're strengthening, yes, your spiritual gifts through way of wisdom in the reverse. There's something to be learned through this relationship, and I think it's like an heightening of your spiritual gifts. That's why there's like so much like ancient wisdom coming through with um the mind. It's like a very I feel like a telepathic connection. We have balance now with mind. There's something here for you to learn, or this person, like I said, this could be a peek into like what's going on their side with this light body activation. They are learning, they're kind of going through a distillation process of the mind, insecurity and gratitude. Interesting. Yeah, they're kind of being plagued. It feels like where they have insecurities showing up maybe when they connect with you or think about connecting with you. There's something like they get plagued in the mind. They have some kind of feelings for this collective that wants to be expressed, but then the insecurity stop them from doing so. So like there's a distillation of the thought process of the mind so that they can operate from the heart. Yes, we have passion. They can only connect with you on from like I said, a very pure place, like a distilled place. So you guys may have connected on a sacral level. You know, you might have connected over discussing passions. Again, talking about like esoteric things or, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys were passionate about something. And so that's where you guys met. And I think that this person maybe can't meet you there right now. They're on a journey to self-discovery. I think they're trying to figure out what their sacred work is. I think that they see you, yeah, grief in the reverse, expansion in the reverse, vanity in the reverse. I feel like they see you and they're in, it's not showing up as his inspiration, but I feel like they do some kind of comparison. I think it was very interesting with the gratitude card here. We see the two women and one is pregnant. I think that you work on your passions and they are inspired by this, but I think that for some reason they feel like that's not available to them. There's some kind of disconnect where I think that you guys used to connect. I think that this person is desiring expansion, but they have to break through this layer of the ego first, which could be related to like negative thought patterns, acceptance, victim in the reverse. Yeah, they have to break through this layer to be able to connect with you. It's like this just like a knowing that that it's not time or that they're not able to connect with you or there's some kind of block. They have to accept where they are and who they are fully before they can connect. Um I feel like this could be reflected in thought patterns that you may have about yourself as well. So, we have impatience and prayer. It's interesting the masculine is, like, the one on the impatience card. You guys may be at a distance because I do see like, someone in the country, and there's a city over here. I think they fantasize about taking action on this because we have a lot of yellow here, the solar plexus, and then we have, like, kind of making lemons lemonade type of thing, or making lemonade out of yeah. You know what the fuck I'm saying. It's like they're fantasizing about this and kinda getting impatient, not recognizing, I think, that they're in more control of the situation than they realize. It's about alignment, it's not about anything, I think, external. Forgiveness. Hmm. Hmm. And completion. Let get one more. Service and facade in the reverse. Oh, I think that they perceive the situation to be done over with this completion card and they're at a grave. But I think that they want some type of forgiveness or wonder if you would be willing to connect with them again. I think that this definitely triggered up inner child wounds on both sides. But I think that when I see service here and then we have someone that's like speaking to those that have passed on and we have facade as if like they're up in the clouds, like they've moved on. I think that's a facade that this thing is over. Let me get one more. Isolation, abundance. Interesting. There's something that's happening in the background that you may get invited to something or they may invite you to something because we have a ticket here, we have a suit, we have abundance, but we have isolation or I think that they may invite you to something. Quest. Yes. I think that you may go on some kind of journey um that is interesting. I think that your guides and their guides are working together. They may guide this person to maybe you guys end up both at a similar place or something. That would be interesting. That'd be kinda crazy, right? Anything else with this deck? We're gonna get into tarot. Creation, trickery in the reverse. I think that you may pick up on this person's energy quite often. Or like I said, it comes around every once in a while. Um, and sorry, I just got a notification. I think y'all's guides work together. You guys both may like nature too. We have 2 things with like reeds. That's really interesting because I was going on like these long walks previously and I was really fascinated by the reeds. They were just so beautiful. Like, I don't know. But um I think that you guys are going to be invited to go somewhere or and just recognize I feel like I'm getting tongue tied. I feel like this person may be tongue tied when it comes to thinking about having a conversation with you or, they wonder if you would forgive them or whatever. I feel like with the trickery and the reverse and complacency, oh, and soulmate and faith, gossip in the reverse, despondence in the reverse, perception. I think that, and I'm not gonna say that I hate to deliver these types of messages, but this feels like I just got all warm in my stomach. It's a confirmation that this person is going through a process, okay? I think that you may not have the full picture. I feel like I did a different reading on here that was saying something similar. You may not have the full picture, okay? We try to convince ourselves that we know everything, but we don't. Even me, even someone that does readings, you know? I definitely don't know everything. Um, but I feel like this person is like with trickery in the reverse and complacency, I think that your mind, when you lack faith, when you are operating from your fear, rejection wounds are coming up, the inner child wounds. It's like you're focused on the fact that like you must be going crazy, like, oh, maybe I'm just obsessed with this person. I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Um, I think in this period of isolation, this person is getting ready for you in a way, with the suit. I'm kind of interested if to see if there's like a meeting spot that your guides are like, you know, plotting on together or if it's like they're gonna invite you to something. But I kind of was picking up that you're gonna get invited to something. Let's see. I was just hearing if I ever fall in love, you know, I don't want to sing. I hate when they get like I like when they give me songs because it helps me with channeling the song or channeling the message. But like I don't like singing. Um, from the very first time I saw your brown eyes, she says hello, and I said hi or something like that. And it's like something about your big brown eyes. Um, but if I ever fall in love again, she'll be a friend or something like that. You know what the song I'm talking about. It's like an R&B, 90s R&B song. Be bold and make the first move. Interesting. Cardinal moon. Look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius. Woman of Sagittarius. This is a lot. That's a lot. Look at the bigger picture. A time to give rather than to take in the reverse. New moon in Virgo. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo in the reverse. You are good enough in the reverse. Double Virgo energy. So this could be definitely activations happening due to these Virgo Pisces eclipse things happening right now. You guys could have relevant Virgo and Pisces placements. I do. But we also see some fire placements, and that also makes sense because we have initiation by fire and we have initiation by water here as well. But I feel like you're being challenged to really get into the surrender, the trust, the how can you be of service to yourself in this period of time? How can you detach from the situation because spirit basically has their hands on this situation? It feels like this person, the initiation by fire is being distilled and they will present themselves when they're in their purest form. It feels like when that passion, that fire is at its purest form, okay? That's where you guys connected in the first place. You won't have to go out of your way with the new moon in Virgo. It's like I feel like that Virgo energy, they'll put in the work. Virgo put in the work. You know what I'm saying? They will, you know, they'll try, you know? Um But also with this combined with this like kind of Leo energy, I feel like this time you could be focusing on refining the places where insecurities are coming up for you. And this could be, happening mutually, so that there can be an actual like coming together when the time is right. I feel like I'm so tongue tied and this reading is crazy. Um let's see. Let's get the gold. Let's get the gold. Sorry, I have like one of these clips in my hair. I forgot I had that on the back of my head. Um, I feel like this person is going through it. We have the star and we have the empress. Oh, get into your empress energy. Get into your receiving energy. Get into your this person wants to work together on something. Are you gonna be open to that? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. What does the collective need to know about this person at this moment? Three of Pentacles. What did I say? This person wants to work together with the collective. They're trying to collaborate on something. Either that or they feel like they can learn something from you. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And then the Six of Pentacles. This is very grounded energy. I like when the pentacles show up like this. Um, I feel like this person, like you both have something to exchange with one another. I feel like this person is having to let some things go so that they can make room to give and receive with you. This person, I feel like they're very focused obviously on their pentacle path. They're very focused on like money, finances, career. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. They're trying to reach their higher potential, but it's so interesting because they're trying to learn where to make good investments. I feel like they see you and they see a good investment. They see the potential of the situation. The Magician. They're trying to manifest an opportunity with you. Kind of manifest some time with you. The Devil card. Interesting. Why the Devil card? The Six of Wands. Oh, it's more like an obsession energy. I think that they think about, they want to create some kind of contract. They see something for the long term. This devil here, the way that it's set up, it doesn't feel bad to me. It's like they're trying to like, how can I put this? Like, I'm trying to build something for the long term with this person. That's the best way I can put it. They want a contract. They want to like put something in writing. They want to like commit to something, but they want to be tied to some kind of success together. The Ten of Pentacles, they want to build something with you. They may approach you for like a business offer or something like that, but I feel like they see an opportunity. They're like, that's yeah, there's something there. We have the seven of the Seven of Wands and the Sun. I think that they, like I said, there's some kind of like interest in similar things. You guys connected on passion projects, and so it's going to be coming back around to passion projects. This person has to kind of get that energy back up to want to do those things again on their own. I feel like they've been focused really a lot on their pentacle path of like, highest potential. What is my sole purpose? What am I doing here? Kind of thing. I feel like when it's time for them to like come out of whatever initiation process that they're going through for their own soul path, I think they're going to see a path like that's illuminated with you. Yes, because the Five of Cups, oh, you're shining bright like a fucking diamond, okay? Like, you're like, you can't be ignored. This person knows that there's a connection there. The Lovers. They know that there's a connection there and they have a choice to make about whether they're going to actually take action towards um your whatever y'all are supposed to be building here. I'm so fucking tongue tied. That is so cute, actually. And this person is actually doing the work. Like spirit has their hands on this thing, this time apart or whatever is showing that this person is being initiated into like their soul path and that they see it's going to be made very clear to them um the path that they need to take. It feels like we have the Lovers and now we have the Seven of Swords. Why the Seven of Swords? Oh, Five of Pentacles. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. Yes, this is what. Okay, What in the tower? This makes so much sense. This time period that you guys have been apart, like I said, it's a facade. What like the other cards were saying, that facade card is right here on the bottom of the deck. It's a facade. It's not true that you just got rejected. You're just left out. Hi, how are you? What time is it over there? It's only what time is it over here? 9:30. It's not that bad. 9:30 p.m. But yeah, whatever perception you have of the situation, that you got abandoned, that you got left out, that, this person didn't choose you, that all of these things, I feel like they're saying, no, Ace of Cups. You don't even know what's going on in the background, actually. This person is damn near obsessed. This person is actually obsessed. They're just having to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying? They're just having to, um, they got to clear their karma so that they can come in a lighter energy. We have the tower again and the Hierophant. I think you may be I think that you may be very surprised that when this person comes in, they come in with a plan. They're like, it's gonna be a very quick change of events. They're gonna come in with a plan of like they're gonna propose something to you. This could be a proposal. This is showing like proposal energy with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. But we have the Tower, the Hierophant, and the Four of Wands. This is proposal energy of like a man with a plan coming in very quickly and being like, this is a new contract, a new agreement. This is all the things. And it happens quick. Justice, and this is what's fair. The Six of Swords in the reverse. The King of Wands. Why am I? This is so cute. This is so cute. We have the moon. Your fears. You gotta work through your fears. Whoever this reading is for, yes, the Two of Swords. They're saying like the fears are revealing the blocks in the mind. The fears are revealing. I keep wanting to say relieving. Um, they're revealing what you need to work on. I feel like we've talked about this so many times, but yeah, I mean, this is such a beautiful reading. I don't even know what else to grab because it's like really like you kind of have to surrender to the divine. Yeah, we have a new once one door closes, and I feel like this person is having to close out a lot of things in their life. They're going through this trial by fire. Once like that door closes, I feel like there's something new that happens that is really beautiful. Um, yeah, but you have to do your part too. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the moon, you have to do your shadow work. Um, you can't avoid your own work that needs to be done because you could, you know, self-sabotage. You need to feel safe. Like there should be no this will be presented when there's safety created within you. Safety shows up outside of oneself, commitment shows up outside of oneself, devotion shows up outside of oneself when all of that is cultivated within. So we have the King of Pentacles. This person is very focused on their pinnacle path. They're getting to the bag, okay? Through their trial by fire, they're focused. And so we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Exactly. Like there's I feel like a partnership that's coming to you, a contract that's coming to you, a relationship that's coming to you, and it feels like they happen in tandem when the time is right. Right now, with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, they're saying you need to sit pretty. You need to get into your self care bag. You need to get into your prayer bag. You need to get into your healing. This is what this time is for. Yes, the Temperance card, the Angels, the Alchemy card, the Patience card, and the Hangman. Yes. Again, another Sagittarius and Pisces combination. Um, but that's like Jupiter. That's like higher wisdom. That's trusting in a higher plan, trusting that it's all going to work out, shifting your perspective on the situation, giving it to God. You know what I'm saying? Like being like, I'm out here living my life and I'm living my best life and I'm going to do my best and everything is going to work out the way it needs to work out, you know? Um, really prioritizing your healing. And I feel like not looking at yourself as something that needs to be like an act of love is not self-sacrifice. Like this person is going to want you to be um feeling good. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be feeling good too. I think that spirit really wants you to be like carefree and I think release any potential resentment that's been building or like I said there's that forgiveness card. So like I feel like prime open your heart up to this situation and this is something that just can't happen overnight like oh all of a sudden my heart's open. There's going to be different waves of emotion that come up for you to move through and we have the 5 of swords in reverse. That's what I'm saying is like this change in perspective is going to relieve and like I feel like send out the signal that it's time. But right now it's not time. There's quite a few things for the collective to work through. But the Emperor, what was the Emperor want to say? The Swords in the reverse, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. The Emperor is trying, like this masculine, whoever this is uh takes integrity very seriously. They're not gonna say something and not pull up and show up. You know what I'm saying? With the King of Swords in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse, they don't want to say something and come off as if they're lying. They don't wanna say that they're gonna do something and not have the capacity to do it, so they won't say anything. That doesn't mean that they're not in their divinity. That means that they're actually, respecting your time and energy. You know, they're gonna do it when the time is right, when they get the call from the divine. Yes, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands. So, why the Page of Pentacles in reverse? Oh, the Nine of Cups. Yeah. They don't want to give you just like a little breadcrumb. You know what I'm saying? Yes. With the High Priestess in reverse and the Knight of Cups, they don't want to give you a little breadcrumb. They want to give you like something worthy of, you know, something that's going to make you excited, you know, with the Queen of Wands. They want to give you something that's going to light that fire, that passion within the connection again. So yeah, allow this person to be in their divinity, allow this person to go through their initiations. And I think that just commit to yourself. Do know that this person be watching, okay? And I feel like this person knows that you be watching too. Yeah. Star in reverse. You gotta have a little bit more faith, a little bit more trust in the situation. Although I'm saying it like, oh, you just need to have a little bit more. It's difficult, you know what I'm saying? But this, I think, with a Judgment card, there's a rebirth on the horizon. And we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yes, that is the truth. That is a breakthrough. That is the divine giving you a little sneak peek into what is ahead for you. Um, I feel like this reading was kind of hard to get through, like communicating wise, because I feel like this person may, again, like there's no communication. So there is a block in the delivery of the information, I feel like. But, you know, we got through it. If you're interested in a personal, you can go to the Work With Me tab on my Substack. I think it's connected to my Stan store, Maxine Samone. Or you can just send me a DM. I'll never DM you though. I'll never ask you for money. So if anybody's doing that, please ignore them or block them, because I don't ever do that. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a amazing rest of your evening, and I hope that you like my new setup because I'll be doing more little readings and videos from here. Okay, have a good night.